you could introduce yourself and say where you're from.
Okay.
Are we?
We're going.
We're going. Hi.
Hi, I'm Renatha Simson, and I'm from Suriname, and I work for the Indigenous and Tribal Peoples Authorities Organization of Suriname.
Yeah.
And my job is for the Association of Traditional Salmakan Authorities.
Okay.
And the Salmakans are a Maroon that live in the forest, in the Amazon forest in Suriname. They live off the forest, so that means the forest is their supermarket, is their pharmacy. The forest provides them with food, with fish, with drinking water, so they can't live without the forest.
Yeah.
And changes that happen to the climate affects them personally in their daily lives. And when countries are talking about adaptation, we are asking, how do you want us to adapt to the changing of our lives when food is getting scarce and animals are moving away and trees are dying out? When I am going into the forest and looking for a medicinal tree and it isn't there anymore, how am I supposed to adapt to that?
Yeah.
So adaptation is maybe for countries to talk about. It's very interesting for them to talk about adaptation, but the people living in the forest, for them, is another thing.
So, first, what are some effects that you've been seeing that you've been seeing from climate change?
Okay, for example, the difference in the river levels, the difference in the rain falling. We can't predict the rain seasons anymore.
And then what? How does that affect you?
Because the people have their plots and they live off their plots.
Yeah.
So they used to be able to say, okay, it's gonna rain in March, so we have to plant our rice in December. So for the rains, but everything is changing now. They can't predict the rains anymore. They can't predict the seasons and the weather anymore.
Yeah.
And they live in a tropical forest. And if you, for example, if you plant your rice too early and it rains too much, you don't have rice to eat.
Yeah.
So it's those things that are affecting the people and their way of life. And it is, and the reason why it's so bad for these people is because it isn't a problem that they caused.
Yeah.
They didn't cause climate change.
Mm-hmm.
The traditional people, the indigenous people, they didn't cause climate change, but their effects are affecting them the most, the heaviest.
Mm-hmm.
And when people are talking in climate change and COP21, they're talking about degrees and 1 degree and 2 degrees. It's the indigenous people and the tribal people that feel it in their lifestyles and in their sustenance.
Yeah.
So I would be happy if the voice of the traditional and the indigenous and the traditional peoples would be heard at COP 21, COP 22, COP 23, and in the future where we go forth.
And tell me about adaptation funds. Okay. Tell me about adaptation funds. Is that something that would be useful for you?
Adaptation funds are nice to talk about.
Yeah.
But when your livelihood, when your land is gone, what are you supposed to adapt to?
Yeah.
What are you going to adapt to?
Yeah.
There are some things that money can't buy.
Yeah.
And if a certain tree dies out, and it's a medicinal tree, you can't buy that.
Yeah.
Your money, you can sit with the money in your hand, and you can't use it, you can't eat it, you can't help it to make your body better. So money is nice, but money can't help us right now.
That's great. Yeah.
Go.
Hi. Bonjour, Ndina Milo. That's bonjour in my language. You see, Ndi means good morning in my language. Anyway. Yes, my name is Sena. I am from Togo. Togo is a small piece of land in the beautiful place called Africa. So you should visit there. So I work for this organization called Young Volunteers for Development.
What are the young?
Jóvenes Voluntarios para el Ambiente or Young Jeunes Volontaires pour l'Environnement in French. So it's a small group that started in Togo about 15 years back, and today it is in 28 countries. It's known as the largest youth environmental organization in Africa. Well, coming to the COP21, someone said that those who are killing our planet, we know them. They have addresses and names, and they are here. So that's why we need to be here, to make sure they understand our voice, whether they take care of it or not. At least we have spoken. But also we are here to put forward some of our good solutions. We're promoting clean cooking solutions. We're promoting ecological sanitation, hand washing solutions. We're promoting sustainable lifestyles, eco-villages. So we want to share this experience with other NGOs, grassroots movement. So yes, Pueblo Unido Yamasera Vencido. We believe in the power of the people. The people never know its power. So united, we are strong. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Akpe kaka. That's in my language. Merci beaucoup.
Tell me when.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Sadamate.
Okay.
Sadamate. VV Sadamate.
Vivi Sadamati.
VV Sadamate. I'm working as expert with World Bank project
Yeah.
and promoting integrated agriculture development models.
Okay.
And at the same time, we are taking a lot of support from non-government organizations, civil society organizations, and promoting people's participation with a focus on especially small and marginal farmers,
Yeah.
and giving them different economic options for better income.
Yeah.
If we promote different economic options at a micro level, perhaps the small and marginal farmers will get tremendous support.
Yeah.
In case of failure of a crop, they will have alternate livelihood systems
Yeah.
to continue with the
And so
agriculture. Yeah.
and so they have different financial streams by having agriculture.
Exactly. By having the horticulture, animal husbandry, dairy, fishery,
Yeah.
poultry,
Yeah.
and it's something like integrated development support.
Okay.
To the small and marginal farmers.
Yeah. And how does this relate to climate change and the COP21?
Definitely, because if there is no rain or there is a shortage of rain, you depend upon alternate systems which are very much suiting to that area. Otherwise, if you just depend upon the crop and crop fails, you are pushed to the corner. So, in the adverse climatic conditions, you have to have different alternative livelihood options. Okay?
Yeah.
Because if you have various livelihood options, then in a way you are combating the climate change. Okay.
Yeah. And is there something that you're hoping that will be accomplished this year at the COP21, or is there any policy that you think would be beneficial for your work?
Definitely, because it is these small, little successful experiments at the micro level will definitely open up a good policy dialogue for scaling up.
Yeah.
Yeah? If it's happening at the small level, then it should happen for aggregated area at the county level or at the district level. Because those kind of policy options will come out. So we are trying to show it up or demonstrate on a micro scale.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.